Flight, a good stage separation, ignition of the upper stage engine, next event coming up in about 15 seconds during separation.
Okay, everything seems to be running okay now. Checking it out. Running. Yeah, that's okay. That's running in through okay. Our delay's not horrible. Change our transition time a little bit quicker here. Let's change that down to 5,000. Enter that, yeah. Okay. And see what we can transition to. Let's see what happens if we go to our flat earth dogs.
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
There we go. There's our flat earth dogs. Well, that seems to be working okay. What? Oh yeah, it looks like they're having fun. Doing a little bit of slow motion running around there. Yeah, there you go. Good boys, yeah. That's Benny in the foreground and Tyrion in the background, coming over to see what Benny's doing. And they're good dogs. They're good dogs. I call them my flat earth dogs because I did tell somebody that there we go. Oh, good boys. Good boys. You guys stay away from that. You guys stay away from that now. Because, oh my. That's my dogs. They're my good boys. Yeah, stay away from that, I tell ya. Oh, keep that going. Oh, I see, so I can just shut it down at any time and start it over. Yeah, okay, so if I shut it down and start over, it'd be nice if I had some control over the videos, which I'll see about doing. Maybe I could just run it straight through GOM Player. I wonder if I can just run it straight through GOM Player. Does anybody know? I need help. That seems to be running okay. The boys are quite happy. They won't be happy for long because, you know, the boy's dad is quite nasty. He's going to do something to them, I'm sure. I haven't got these ones named. I better figure out what that one is. Okay. That one's a dragon. Rename that dragon. This. And see what that one is. Oh. Rename him Tree Man. Tree Man. Okay, let's do this and go public. Go back to here. Go back to the introductions. And there we go. What I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to build another machine and dedicate it to OBS. I think is the only thing to do. And just build a dedicated system to run the OBS and then have another one on the network that's running everything else. Because I can see how intensive it can be. Why it keeps on changing my video sources, but only takes me a second to sort that out. Okay, put you in there. There we go, and we're back. Yeah, it's great. You can just move your head around anytime. And we still don't have our stream set running right. Gotta get that stream right. How do I get the stream running better? Try our output again. If we went to 128, apply that to 128, we'll go up to 4500, what we were in the beginning, and we'll apply that. Okay. See if that changes the sound a bit. See if it runs through a little better. I'm going to stop the stream and then start it and see if that freshens it up a bit. Maybe. Or we'll switch. Let's go here. Let's see how well it transitions through there. Get rid of that. Rid of that. Yes. We'll add a new one. Add existing. Capture device to make me small. Put me onto the screen there. There we go. Snapped in. Yeah, oh. And we're running into an orange. Let it stream for a bit. Yeah, there we go. It's amateur hour. Here we go. We're running that through. Okay, let's go on to Flat Earth Dogs. And we're on to Flat Earth Dogs. Let's see what the Flat Earth Dogs are doing. Okay, we're on Flat Earth Dogs. There's my dog Benny. They're running in slow motion here. They're a little bit funny, but I'm going to do some cruel things to them in a minute. Because they're my dogs, and I do what I want to them. Come on, Benny. Let's add a video capture device. Okay, let's see. I put a little bait out there for them. And here comes Tyrion. He's running like slow motion. There he goes. He's running in there. He's having a good time. And here he goes. Here comes Tyrion. Yeah, hi Tyrion. How you doing? My Flat Earth dog there. Here he goes. They're just running up to the bait, and kaboom. Oh, poor boy. Hi Tyrion, how you doing? Here he goes. Running up to the bait, and kaboom. That is so mean. But they got friends out there. Yeah, they have friends. So, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Here comes a friend of theirs. They got some nice friends. So he gets a friend. But then we pull out the big guns. But what I'm going to do here today actually is I'm playing around with this a bit. But I'm also going to compare two Falcon X rocket launches coming up here in a minute. And, you know, oh, poor Benny. Here, we'll get him again. Watch, he'll run away. He'll run away, don't worry. Good boy, he tries to run away. But they can't get away from that. Oh, they can't get away from that. But they also have some friends here. This is some bad green screen I shouldn't be moving the camera at the same time, but I have to. Benny shouldn't be alone out there. There's Tyrion, all alone, because he's gone. It's not fair to kill these dogs like this, but, you know, they're okay. They're happy dogs. There's no animals hurt in the production of this movie. Benny shouldn't be alone out there. There's Tyrion, all alone. There. Let him go. They're okay. They're happy dogs. There's no animals hurt in the production of this movie. So yeah, then we'll just those are my poor dogs. And there's Tyrion running to the forest first, and Benny coming thereafter. But they're going to go into here because
Stage 2, press
I want to see what goes on with the
T-minus 30.
what I have off to the right there is
T-minus
2
20
comparative
flight.
rocket launches.
Stage 1, pressing for
Both
flight.
Falcon X rockets, both done within about a week of each other. And they're going to launch
T-minus
these
10.
off, so let's go into the side-by-side.
7, 6, 5,
So
4.
I did a little launch here. Did a little launch on my own. And then we'll go into here.
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
And here we go.
T-minus 30.
But what's interesting in here is when you're watching the altitude of both these rockets. And they're both going to go horizontal at one
T-minus
point
20
here.
for flight.
But
Stage
both of
1,
them,
pressing for
you're going to
flight.
see that the altitude is still continuing to rise exponentially
T-minus 10.
as they go horizontal.
8.
And then if you check the camera
6,
views when they shoot
5,
down on the bottom,
4, 3,
one of them is looking down at her.
1.
The other one is there. See, now what I did is I started these 2 launches off at the same time so that we could get a fairly reasonable side-by-side. And there we go. And they're both on Falcon 9 rockets. But as we watch the altitude on both of them, and look at the comparison between them. Watch these numbers. They're both at 7. Look at this. The numbers do the same thing.
We're hearing
Watch.
nominal call-outs. Merlin engines
See,
have
there's the
throttled
top one
down
looking
in
down.
preparation for passing through the period of maximum dynamic
And then they're going to
pressure.
have this one looking down, but it's already going sideways, the bottom one. Yeah, save the planet, kill yourself. Watch. They're both different trajectories.
A minute and a half into flight. We're through the period of maximum dynamic
check the
pressure.
numbers out,
Merlin
going the
engines
same.
have throttled back up to full power.
Watch this.
Trajectory
Exponential. This one, the one on the bottom, the Inmarsat, is going completely sideways, almost at a nose-down position,
Falcon 9
it's
is
doing
delivering the
23,000.
National Reconnaissance
Or 23
Office's satellite
kilometers,
to
and the other
orbit
one
right
is
now.
30 kilometers.
We just transitioned through Max Q, and we've begun chilling in the MVAC engine on our second
The
stage.
Inmarsat is still
Trajectory is looking
screaming
good
up,
so far.
and
Coming
the
up in
Falcon 9
about
on top
20
is
seconds, we'll have main engine
22,
cutoff.
42.
MECO
Here's
1.
the call-out, MVAC chill has begun.
That's where all
Liquid
9 Merlin
oxygen
engines
now
of
on
that
top
first
of the
stage will
turbo
shut
pump
down,
for the
and we'll
second
see
stage
stage
engine chilling it
separation.
in as we prepare for stage separation and then
Stage
ignition of the
separation will be
upper
actuated by
stage
And,
4 pneumatic actuators on
The
the first
Falcon 9
stage.
at the top is going nose down,
engine. Next
but
major
the
event
altitude
coming
is
up
still
in less than
screaming up.
30 seconds
And watch
is
what
going to be
happens,
main
it'll
engine
change
cutoff.
completely.
Shut
And
down
we have main
all
engine
Merlin
cutoff.
engines. followed by stage
And as I say,
And
we're in a
stage
completely
separation has been confirmed.
horizontal, and the camera view is pointing down.
And you can see
At the
the
bottom
first
one.
stage there flipping back.
And there we go.
Use the nitrogen thrusters. And
And there, we're still launching up.
the boost back burn.
And upside down.
That first
Thank you.
stage.
Upside down below me.
Stage set for stop.
Boost back burn will
Now,
last about
somebody
another
would
15
say
seconds.
that the altitude is representative
We'll
of
use this to reorient the stage
satellite
back to Cape
itself
Canaveral.
that's been launched off the
Fly
rocket.
back
But
from
if
all
you
the
look at
forward
the
thrust
altitude,
pad.
watch what
T
starts
plus 3
happening.
minutes and 15 seconds into flight. A good stage separation. Ignition of the upper stage engine. Next event coming up in about 15 seconds. Fairing separation.
We also had a successful fairing separation of the second stage. As we mentioned
Now,
previously,
the bottom
we will
one is
not be covering
112
the remainder of
kilometers.
the
The other
primary
one
mission
is
due
at the
to
top
the
is
nature of the
143
classified payload on board.
kilometers.
We are covering our first stage as it's making a landing attempt back at landing zone 1. And that's what you're seeing on your screen right now.
And look at the planet Earth.
On the right side is an
Look how
onboard
the views
camera
are changing there.
looking down from our interstage.
And if anybody thinks this is
Stage
correct,
itself is 12 feet in diameter.
I would think they'd need to have the heads examined.
100 feet tall, so you're looking down the length of that stage, and those grid fins also deployed. Those grid fins guiding us back through Earth's atmosphere. On the left side of the screen, you're seeing our assets on ground tracking that rocket. The first stage as it's making its way back.
Two planned burns. As I said, the first one will put us in a parking orbit, followed by a second burn about 27 minutes into
Grid
flight.
pins, yeah, on the top there, which you'll see on the top camera on the left. There's no grid pins deployed. No grid pins deployed. No grid pins deployed.
Performance continues to look
You'll see
nominal
that on the
upper
top
stage.
screen, left camera.
Chamber pressures look good.
Now that boost back burn was a 3-engine burn. Coming up, we're going to have our entry burn, also a 3-engine burn. Entry burn will happen
And
just
now
after
look
the
at this
7-minute mark.
camera on the bottom. You'll see the Earth there, and you'll see the two different angles where they're showing the sunspot. I mean, come on, guys. You can do better than this. Heck, my rocket launch goes better than that. There we go.
Heading currently east out of Complex 39A at Kennedy Space Center, heading for the first.
The first stage has passed its apogee.
And you got the one camera on the rocket, on the satellite
surface of the Earth.
second stage rocket there, and the first stage
Light puffs
camera
you see are
will
those
disappear
nitrogen
now,
thrusters on board,
as you
which we also
see.
use for controlling the
And
vehicle
on the
and
top
guided descent
camera, we're
back
still
to
waiting
landing zone
for.
1.
Here we go. Oh, it's past its apogee. Yeah. But here we go. There's the grid pins on the top rocket. There we go.
Entry burn should be coming up in about a minute from now.
You'll see
You'll see
they'll
three
focus
engines
in on
ignited
the
at the base
rocket
of
on
the rocket.
the top camera on the left.
Use that to slow
And
down
you
all
won't
of
see
the
any grid
vertical
pins
velocity.
deployed on that.
As a
No
reminder,
grid
The rocket is now
pins
falling back to the
deployed.
surface and
We've also been
accelerating.
watching first
You'll
stage
see.
at this time, but in this case, without landing legs
Here
and
it
grid
comes.
pins, the first stage is not being targeted to return to land or the drone ship. So today, we're staying with the second stage all the way to orbit.
Second stage continues to follow the normal trajectory.
Yeah, it's still going to be a little bit. Oh. Oh, what is that? Is that a flat Earth in the plane there?
If you're just tuning in, we're watching
What is that
the
on the
first
bottom
stage as it's
camera?
falling back to Earth.
Has the shape of the Earth
and
changed?
guided descent back to landing
What did they
zone
do
1.
there?
We have an entry
I
burn
think the
coming
shape
up.
of the Earth changed. Did you see that?
About
Yeah,
15
that's amazing.
seconds. 3-engine entry burn.
Oh, there it goes again.
2+7 minutes into
The
flight.
bottom camera, look.
MPAC engine continues working.
Oh, it's changed again.
Everything continues to look good.
And we've entered the
For
entry burn
Falcon
startup.
9, headed to the
Oh, isn't
lower
that great?
parking
We have
orbit.
ignition of the entry
And
burn.
here we go. Look at now. watch again the top camera. We're focusing on the flame on the top camera now, and you see the flame difference between the camera on the right and the camera on the left.
Shut down.
And we have shutdown, the first stage.
Started terminal guidance.
In about 45 seconds, we'll have our landing burn
there
begin.
we go. The Inmarsat on the bottom camera is showing the
30
wonderful flat plane we live on again.
And then we'll have touchdown of the vehicle.
Then it switched over, and it's disappeared now from the camera altogether, the Earth in the bottom camera. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see if they do a close-up here where we can see the top camera.
Landing legs will deploy about 10 seconds before land
Trajectory
landing.
looks nominal. Propulsion continues to look nominal. And when we get shut down, we'll wait and listen for the call from the guidance engineer, letting us know how the orbit
there you
looks.
go. The top camera left. No grid pins deployed. There was no grid pins deployed. No grid pins. What are they doing? What are they doing? Look at this.
Landing burn startup.
And landing burn has hit startup, and we have ignition.
Maybe I'm back cut out.
There you go. Again, no grid pins deployed. Where are those grid pins? Where are those grid pins? I see them on the right camera. I don't see them on the left.
See the landing legs deploy in a
Yeah,
few
they're
seconds.
not there. And now look at the sky there, cloudy sky coming down onto the launch pad. It looks quite overcast in the background. It looks like it's going to rain.
And we have
then you're going to
touchdown.
see, look at that.
First stage has
Look like
landed
that.
back at landing
Oh
zone
my
1.
God.
It's another good day for us at
It just
SpaceX.
showed up.
It's a beautiful sight to see. That is the 4th landing of a Falcon 9 at landing zone 1.
Around the Earth, over Africa, we will reacquire telemetry and follow the second burn of the upper stage engine.
And with that landing,
Another
that's
good
going to
day.
conclude our coverage for today's webcast.
Another
It
good
is a
day.
beautiful
They
sight, certainly, to bring
fucked
back
up
another
again.
first stage.
Yeah,
We will be
fucked up
putting
again,
that
you
rocket
bastards.
through some inspections and then getting it ready for another launch
Very
for a future
good.
mission.
Very
coming up
good at
in
messing
our,
up
in
there.
our very busy manifest for the remainder of the year. So
give
with
you
that, we'd like to thank the
congratulations
National
for
Reconnaissance
screwing up.
Office,
Yeah.
the range, the FAA, as well as you, the viewer, for tuning in and watching us. If you'd like to keep track
And
of
here
our
we
future
go.
missions as well as the
And
progress
the
of this
camera on the
mission,
bottom showing.
be sure to follow
What
us
the
on
fuck
Facebook,
are they showing
Twitter,
here now?
Instagram.
What are they
or check
showing
out
on those bottom
SpaceX.com.
camera?
And if you'd like to come up here and join the team and be part of the crew that makes all
where's
this
the
happen,
stars?
check out SpaceX.com/careers.
Where's the stars?
Thanks
mate?
again for joining, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Back to the flat Earth dogs because they frustrate me. These people. How can they make up all this bullshit and we believe them? Hey, how you doing, Rory? Good to see you. Sorry, had my screen was covered up there, mate. Yeah, it's all right. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just having some more fun with rocket launches and playing with my dogs and chilling out and having some relaxing time here and trying out the streams. Yeah, you got to see this. I set a little bit of bait in the field here, and yeah, we'll see if it gets going there. Oh yeah, okay, it keeps going. That's good. Yeah, we'll set it up. They're going to their bait now. It's a little bit jerky there. And as soon as they get to the bait, we're just gonna drop something on them. There we go. Yeah. Oh, my poor dog. Yeah, that wasn't very nice, was it? Yeah, see, they're okay. No animals were hurt in the making of this video. I promise. But there are animals in the video. Yeah, we'll bring in a dragon friend of theirs. Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, see, they're okay. No animals were hurt making of this video. I promise. But there are animals in the video. That's their friend. And then Benny's going to come over and take a look at what's going on here. So we'll deal with him. We'll see what he does here. We'll stop him in his tracks right now. That's it, Benny. You've had Stay. Stay, Benny. Stay. I'll shoot you again. Yeah, see? That's how he listens to me. He's a good boy. Yeah. That Benny, he's a good dog. And Tyrion, he's trying to run away, so we can't have him doing that, can we? Yeah. So. No dogs were hurt in the making of this video. Here goes Tyrion. No, you know, your dogs need to listen to you, so. No dogs were hurt in the making of this video. Oh, missed him. Here goes Tyrion. Yeah, we can get them both now, though. People drive their cars. Oh, Benny gets it again. Poor Benny. Oh, poor Benny dog. He is the one. He's a troublemaker. Yeah. People drive their cars. Oh, Benny gets it again. Haha, I love my dogs. I do love my dogs. They should really stay away from those trees, though. Boys, get away from the trees. The trees come alive, guys. Guys. Oh, they pissed the trees off. That's it. Yeah, boys, get away from the trees. The trees come alive, guys. Guys. Oh, they pissed the trees off. That's it. Yeah, it's too much fun here. But yeah, let's go back.
Go for launch.
Yeah,
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
Go back in the studio and play around a bit. We got a couple rocket launches going here, but I'm going to go into the other studio. I think it's here.
30. T-minus 20
for flight.
Stage 1, pressing for flight. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yeah, we'll swap over to here. Yeah, there we go. We swapped over into here. Gonna get Neil deGrasse on the show as usual, because I've done some more things with Neil deGrasse. Let's get Neil on the show. Neil, come on. Hiya, Neil. There you are. There you are, Neil. How you doing, Neil deGrasse? Welcome to the show. I know I got Bill Nye somewhere too. Again, we'll swap over to him in a bit. Okay, Neil. Let's see. There's some construction going on outside, and I think they're having a little bit of an issue out there. But, God, Neil, he's gone. Oh, I don't like him on my show anyway. Yeah, there goes Neil. We've had a good time with Neil. Well, let's bring Neil back on the show because Neil's having a good time. I always like Neil because, let's see, since we like war so much and Neil likes to promote the big game and lie to the people, oh, there he goes. Oh, Neil, oh. Oh, yes. You gotta like that, though. You gotta like that, Rory. I mean, this is enjoyable. This is, what happens to Neil. Watch. Let's bring Neil back on the show. Neil, come on. There we go. Let's see what he has to say.
So who made the simulation?
Some
Okay, Neil.
snot-nosed
give him a
kid
spot.
in the parents'
We'll give him a
basement
few
of an
moments, see what he has
alien
to say.
civilization
Well,
who's bored and entertainment. Why
Right.
else can you explain where things are going
Okay, Neil.
politically, economically, a complete disruption? I think they throw it in for entertainment. That's what I think.
Okay, I'm going to say I have two.
For why that's more likely than
There you
any
go.
other scenario. I'll tell you that in a minute. But go
The
on.
numbers game. Okay,
snot-nosed
so
kid
the
and
idea
his
that
parents
if one
would
of
be-
the
Then the one universe that started it all.
Okay, I've had enough of Neil.
I was being
1,000 or
generous.
30. Yeah.
Well, 30 years, but whatever it was.
There we go. We got rid of him. His voice is annoying, even. It's awesome. Yeah, okay, Germanicus Keith, that's a wonderful thing for you to say, and I enjoy your comments. I appreciate them. But, yeah, it's a good idea. Why don't I work on that? Because I am working on that, actually. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to just have a little bit of fun, you know, and chill out and relax and, you know, have a little bit of fun in life, mate. It's not that serious. And whether the earth is flat or the earth is round, it's not going to change anything. You still have to eat, live, breathe, shit, all that kind of stuff. But if you want to go and criticize people for how they think or what they do while you sit there just going around babbling bullshit, that's up to you. You know? I'm not coming up to you, Germanicus, and telling you what to do, am I? Not once. Here, I can throw in a rocket launch anytime I want. There. Here, have a rocket launch. You want a rocket launch? Do you have to pay NASA billions to get this? I didn't pay NASA anything for this. If you want to believe NASA, hey, go ahead. Hey, how you doing, cigar face? Have a rocket launch. You want a rocket launch? Do you have to pay NASA billions to get this? Thanks for dropping into my channel and calling me names. That's very nice of you. I should maybe drop into yours and call you names too, Cigar Face. Cheers. I'm not worried. You can come in anytime. Hey, Rory. Cheers, pal. We've got a man with a wrench in there, and he's doing a fine job on you there. Hiya, Harley Quinn. Hey, Harley Quinn. Oh, I love that. Yeah, my stepdaughter absolutely loves Harley Quinn. She's into everything. We'll celebrate Harley Quinn here because here we can put Bill Nye on the show. So once we get Bill Nye on the show, what we do usually with Bill Nye, because we don't, you know, he's not our favorite guy, so we napalm him. And see if that doesn't. Napalm's not working today, so we'll handgun him. And then we get Footbird Girl out there to celebrate. Yeah. Sometimes things don't work. You know, this is a live show. Oh my God! I shot Football Girl. Can anyone join? I don't have that facility on here yet, Harlequin. But it seems like I'm getting a few requests now. I'm gonna have to do that. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Did you change things again? Yeah, I'll set up a. I'll hang out a. Set up a window for it. Maybe I'll do that a little later today. It's a project for today, Harlequin. We'll send that out. Here, let's go into here. Let's go into the lab here for a second. We'll loop that through. And yeah, we'll loop that through. There she goes. She froze. We got too heavy on it. And OBS froze. She's coming back. She's coming back. I'll stop the streaming for a second. There we go. I think I tried to do too much. Loop that through. Okay, so I can change the green screen on it. Go green screen. Come on. There we go. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. I'm going to keep going, and hopefully it'll just come back. If it doesn't just come back, I'll have to reboot it. There we go. Add a chroma key. Chroma key that. Okay. Close it. Now if we go like that. Okay. Let's go like that. Now that's what happens when a sun comes in and gets bigger. And that froze down, but I'm going to go and assume that things are still going. I'm going to assume that things are still going, and what we have here, and we're going to take this one. Now that sun there is what happens when it just approaches and gets bigger and bigger. This sun here, which is following the perspective lines, is what happens when it tracks. The sun doesn't just approach and get bigger. Like, for some reason, people think us flat earthers think that. But they'd be horribly wrong, because that's not how we think. And we do not see the sun is getting bigger. What if we take this sun? Now this sun here at the bottom is one that you're approaching and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the sun on the right there is the one that's following the line of perspective, and it's tracking across the sky. You tell me which one you think is real. Close that. Close that. Try and get Firefox up and running again, because I can't see what's going on. I just know that I'm going to sit here babbling away for no reason. Let's just change something here. Let's go with that one. And we'll turn this one off. Now if we change our perspective over to here, let's grab our lines, go over to here, and see the sun here still follows. But this sun you're going to move across, it's not going to happen. See, that sun there is not how perspective works. But the one on the right is how perspective works. Just my opinion. And I have the tools to show it. But it seems like some trolls have found my channel, and they seem to start to pop in now and again, and I enjoy it. They can come all they want. Let's see, we're going to go here, see if I can get back into there. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about this, people, if anybody's even watching. But I had a crash go on here, and I'm going to see if it's coming back. I got a red line on it. Okay. Red line on the stream. Now if I stop the stream, nope. Okay, I seem to have got back. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Remove that. And we'll remove that source. There we go. And let's throw our dog in there for perspective. Now see, when we got a big dog here, he's out of line. He's out of line. We gotta go with the lines here. So if we put the dog in, we gotta put him down here and make him look reasonable. You can't just stick a big dog in and stick him right up there. It wouldn't look reasonable. So you have to follow your perspective. That's interesting. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. I'm having technical difficulties here because my stream is not strong enough to handle. And we should be back. Let's get rid of the perspective lines. There we go. Shut them off. And we got a sun sticking in there somewhere. But what happens is we also let's find that. Yeah, we can do that, Dan. Let's see what we can do. Here, let's find the dog. Get the dog. We'll go on to chroma key. Grab the dog. You can't play with it too much. There we go. There, that's a little bit better. Ah, see, then we lose a little bit in the face. Hey, I'm new at this. Let's see. So let's try and let's filter him a bit. I think we can deal with his face a little bit. A little too blue. There we go. Sharpen him up. And let's bring the saturation color down a bit. There we go. Okay. I think that's a little better. And we got ourselves a nice little husky. And go on here. Let's bring the melting ball in front. And we'll give ourselves a nice little melting ball. Aha. There we go. No, OBS here, Dandelion Boy does all that kind of stuff. Live action while we're doing it. And we can melt the earth into the water. It kind of blends. Because that's what's going to happen to the globe Earth. Let's see what we can do. Here. Here. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I'm like I say, I'm just learning all this through OBS right now. I'm just grabbing images and throwing them in. I'll show you what I did with my flat Earth dogs. Because for some reason, sick people like me killing my dogs. No, actually, I like to do it myself. Let's see. Let's go on to there, get rid of move that. Let me add in a video. Like I say, I'm just doing all this stuff. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, let's add Video capture, add existing device 1. Okay, there we go. Get my ugly face in here. Okay, we set the now my dogs, I set a little bait in the field there for them. They're my dogs, and let's see if we can get them to come over to the bait. Yeah, they're going over to the bait now, and we'll drop something on them. And now they're all set up. Oh, poor dog. Oh, poor baby dogs. Now that is so bad, isn't it? Isn't that bad? Yeah, and there they are. They're happily eating away, and it's just not very nice. It's just not very nice what I did to my dogs. Let's go into studio mode. Yeah. Okay, this is it. Let's see, what do we got here now? Yeah, don't be working too hard, Rory. Take care, buddy. Yeah, so then we got Benny coming over here. He's looking a little pissed off, so let's deal with him. Benny dog. Oh, get him again. He's trying to go away. Oh, he's trying to run. No, I shouldn't do this to my dogs. I should not do this to my dogs. That's just too mean. So oh, what's this guy doing? He's trying to run. He's trying to run. I don't think he should try to run. Again, see if that improves the stream. Yeah, here they come. They're going to get together here again. Yeah, it seems like my output is going a little funny here, unfortunately. I just don't have enough broadband for upload. And I try and upload too many things at once here. Let's get Tree Man out there. Studio. Oh, we got Tree Man here. So much better in studio. So every once in a while you just have to stop it. So let's go into the grass. Drop that, get rid of the cable car. We'll get Neil deGrasse back on the show, because we like just having Neil on the show. Neil livens the show right up, he does. So let's put Neil on here.
I'm Leo
There, we'll
Zua.
put Neil on there.
Zusa.
We got Neil going.
On Instagram.
So who made the simulation?
See what he has to say.
snot-nosed
down.
kid in the parents' basement of an alien
Don't want to hear what he
civilization.
has to say, really. Because he really doesn't have much to say. Just has time to lie. Oh, we have some serious studio issues. And we can also just blast Neil. Because we like blasting Neil. I think the person who really likes Neil deGrasse, of course. Let's see what Darth has to say.
Some snot-nosed kid in the parents' basement of an alien civilization.
And we'll get Darth on the show.
And entertainment. Why else can you explain?
See what Darth has to say. Oh, Darth, you lovely man, you. It's a little bit there, slow there, so we'll have to see what. Give ourselves a touchdown. Yeah, Neil, the grass is gone. No, we love Neil. We love Neil. Come on.
On Instagram.
We'll put him back on because we just so many things to do with Neil. Sometimes we invite other people on the show and it makes mistakes. So let's invite one of the walkers onto the show. There we go. Oh, Neil. Yeah, see, so we put him back on the show all the time. Yeah, we can't help that. You know, it's more fun dealing with Neil than it is with my dogs, because my dogs are cute. Let's add in, let's get rid of that one. Let's remove that one, yeah. I wonder why it keeps on doing this. I'm just talking to myself as I go through this. Because it always loses this video capture for some reason. And we want to put myself there. Little tiny screen there. There we go. Yeah. So what I was doing earlier is I was doing a side-by-side analysis
Go for launch.
of
Stage
these
2,
rocket
pressing replay.
launches. Because, okay, we'll add that. We'll add in a video.
T-minus 30.
Go like that.
T-minus 20.
T-minus 20.
Good for flight.
Stage 1, pressing for flight.
There we go. Put me in behind there. Watch the rocket launches.
10, 9,
T-minus 10,
8,
9,
7,
8,
And what we have here
7,
is
5,
6,
4,
5,
3,
4,
2,
3, 2, 1, 0. Goodbye.
I set these rocket launches to go off at the same time. There's two different launches, 2 weeks apart. The first one was a Falcon. The first launch of a Falcon S, and it's going to return. And the second launch is a Falcon S Inmarsat, which will not return. And we're going to look at the two of them, watch the altitudes. Always watch the altitudes on these things. Because what will happen on the altitudes is you'll see both of these rockets, and do a comparison on the altitudes. Watch what they do. Both the rockets will end up going horizontal, and the altitude is going to keep going up exponentially as they go horizontal. So this is a
just over T+1 minute into flight. We're hearing nominal callouts. Merlin engines have throttled down.
there we go. And you'll notice when they're looking down at the Earth, watch the Earth and think about where that camera is going to be pointing. Now both rockets, the bottom one is already horizontal, and watch when they do with the camera views.
A minute and a half into flight. We're through the period of maximum
and then you look
dynamic
at
pressure. The Merlin engines are throttled
now they're
back
both
up
going
to full power.
sideways. They're both going horizontally, yet the altitude's going up faster and faster. And the
Falcon
bottom
9
one's almost
is
nose
delivering
down, and
the
its
National
altitude is
Reconnaissance
still screaming
Office's
up.
satellite to orbit right now. We just transitioned through max Q, and we've begun chilling in the MVAC engine on our second stage. Trajectory is
Now
looking good
that's
so
the
far.
bottom one's on a complete,
Coming up in about 20
completely
seconds, we'll have the
horizontal.
main engine cut off.
Now, is that camera
go
going to be
one.
pointing down at the Earth?
That's where all 9 Merlin engines of that first stage will shut down.
I don't think so.
Stage separation.
As we prepare
And
for
then we're going
stage
to also,
separation and then
Stage
ignition of the
separation will be
there we
actuated
go,
by
the top
4
rocket
pneumatic
is now
actuators on
completely
the first
horizontal.
stage.
And
Next major event coming up in less than 30 seconds
we go,
is going to be
both of
main
them.
engine cutoff.
And we have main
and
engine
now
cut
when they
off.
switch to the top shot,
Followed by stage separation.
And stage separation has been confirmed.
the top shot has actually changed.
And you can see
Now,
the
do
first
you
stage
think that's
there
where the camera
flipping
would be
back.
pointing? On that bottom one?
Use the
Would the camera
nitrogen
be
thrusters.
pointing down? When it's
And-
completely at a horizontal.
And the boost back burn of that first stage.
There we go. See, we're looking at it again. And watch what happens to the Earth views in the bottom
Boost back burn
rocket.
will last about another
on the
15
right-hand camera.
seconds. We use this to reorient the stage back to Cape Canaveral and fly it back from all the forward velocity it had.
T
over the
plus
Atlantic
3
Ocean.
minutes and 15 seconds into flight. A good stage separation. Ignition of the upper stage engine.
Yeah, I bet you do
Next
always work
event
hard,
coming
Roy.
up in about 15 seconds, fairing separation.
And we also had a successful fairing separation of the second stage.
Yeah, there's
As we mentioned
Now,
previously, we will not be
those
covering
camera angles
the
are all
remainder of
wrong.
the primary mission due to the nature
And
of the
if you look at-
classified payload on board. But we are covering
Look at
the
what they're
first
trying to
stage,
show
and
you.
it's making a landing attempt back at
where
landing
is
zone
that
1.
camera actually
And that's what
pointing
you're
right
seeing on
now?
your screen right
It's
now.
pointing down.
On the right side is an onboard
You see
camera.
that? The
Two
camera
plus
on the
down
left,
from our
top
feature stage.
left, is pointing
Saw
down.
a
Yet
good
the camera on the
stage
right,
itself
upper
is
right,
Confirmation over
12 feet in
and
diameter.
shows those.
Second stage engine continues
Over 100 feet
burning.
tall, so you're
This will
looking
go until
down the
about
length of that
T+8
stage, and those grid
minutes
fins
and
also
38
deployed. Those grid
seconds,
fins guiding us back
which
through
time
Earth's
we would,
atmosphere.
shut down.
I think
On the left side of the screen, you're seeing our assets on ground tracking that rocket.
Second stage
The first
engine
stage
is
as it's
on the
making its
first
way
of
back.
2 planned burns.
As I've
As I said,
pointed
the
out
first
many
one
times, is
will put us in a parking orbit,
many points on
followed
the
by a second
camera on the
burn
top
about
is
27 minutes into flight.
they got those
Put in
guide
our
plates
step into
deployed.
a geostationary transfer orbit, followed shortly afterwards by spacecraft separation. Performance continues to look nominal on the upper stage. Chamber pressures look good.
Now that
engine
boost
looks
back
good,
burn was a
trajectory
3-engine
looks
burn.
keep putting
Coming
yourself
up,
in
we're gonna
that
have our engine
camera,
burn, also a
and
3-engine burn.
you'll notice the views are all wrong. These views are completely
Engine burn will
bogus.
happen just after the 7-minute mark.
What I see is a bunch of assets. I don't see assets.
T plus 5 minutes into the flight of Falcon 9 carrying Inmarsat 5 F4. Performance continues to be nominal. We're heading currently east out of Complex 39A at Kennedy Space Center, heading for the first.
The first
parking
stage
orbit,
has
there
passed
we
its
go.
apogee
followed by a
Awesome.
second burn.
over
Yeah,
130
nominal on the upper
kilometers
stage.
above the surface of the
Now,
Earth.
once again, the top camera.
Covering both burns.
Those white
Keep looking at
puffs
those
you're
grid
seeing are
plates
those,
on the
nitrogen
camera, top
thrusters
camera
on
on the
board.
right.
which we also use for
because when they
controlling
get
the vehicle
close up
and guided
on the
descent
camera on
back
the
to
left,
landing zone
there
1.
are no grid plates deployed. So ask yourself, how is that? Performance continues to be nominal. Yeah, right. Okay.
Entry burn should be coming up in about a minute from now.
Performance continues to
You'll
be
see
nominal.
3 engines
About
ignite at the
2.5
base of the
minutes
rocket.
left in this first burn
We
of
use
the
that
upper
to
stage
slow down
engine.
all of the vertical velocity
As a reminder,
as the
in
rocket is
webcasts
now
in the
falling back
past,
to the Earth's surface and
we've
accelerating.
also been watching first stage at this time, but in this case, without landing legs or grid fins, the first stage is not being targeted.
Now the
to
bottom
return to
camera,
land
look
or
at
the
this,
ground
showing
zone.
a totally
So
different
today, we're staying
camera
with
view
the
of the
second
Earth.
stage
The Earth is
all
not
the way to orbit.
spinning. There is no movement on the one on the left. And now look at the Earth on the right.
Second stage continues to follow.
You can see, look at the bottom. They've switched views, and the Earth is doing something different. And they've all they've done is reverse the view here, because you can see that
Just
little
tuning in, we're
nipple
watching the
piece
first stage as it's falling
on the
back
bottom
to
camera.
Earth.
And then you'll see the
guided
little
descent back to
nipple
landing
piece
zone 1. We have
on
an
the
entry burn
camera on
coming
the
up
right. So all they've
in
done is reverse
about
the view. Now I can
15
reverse the view here.
seconds. 3
So
engine entry burn.
let's go into
2 plus 7 minutes into flight. MVAC
let's go into
engine
the lab.
continues
I'm going to
working.
do something in here. I'm going to blank out everything. I'm going to blank out everything here. There, we'll shut off everything here. I'm going to put in, let's put in this one mountain. Okay, so I'm going to put this mountain in here. And let's put this one in. Let's reverse this. Filters. Reverse the view. Chroma key. Now all I've done on this one is reverse the view. Now the image is the same, but I've just reversed the view. So if we go into here, transform, let's rotate it 180 degrees. Let's move this mountain view up here. See, we just flipped the view, so then we can do a reflection of the view. So let's do another transform. Let's rotate it, and let's flip it. Let's flip it horizontally. There you go. So you see exactly what they did on that video. Exactly what they did on that rocket video. They just reversed the view. So let's transform, let's flip it horizontally again. And you can see how we just flipped the view. And they didn't change anything else other than flip the view on that camera. Now why would they do that? There's no reason for them to flip a view on the camera. So they manually flip the view. Hello Carl, how you doing, mate? So let's go back into the side-by-side.
Go for launch.
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
Let's grab that one.
Minus 30.
T-minus 30.
Let's add a blank. So let's add a blank.
Falcon 9, T-minus 20.
Flight.
Let's
Stage
add
1, pressing for flight.
a media source. Let's get Falcon X2. Let's throw that in.
Please go for launch.
Let's do a full view on it. Let's do a full view launch on it. And let's do it. Let's add myself in here. Oh. Cancel. Add.
T-minus 20.
Video capture existing.
Falcon
Let's
9's
go
configured
that
for
one.
flight.
Let's add media
T-minus
source.
10, 9, 8,
Cancel that.
7,
Let's add a video.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Right in there. Let's see what I'm doing. So we got a launch here. I mean, I can do a launch. Let's do a rocket launch myself. Okay, this is my rocket launch. So we do a rocket launch ourselves. I mean, anybody can do a NASA rocket launch. Look at this. I didn't spend billions. Did I? Let's go back to the blank. Okay. Let's continue this on.
T-minus 30.
There we go.
T-minus 20.
Falcon 9's configured for flight.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Okay, we got our launch coming up. Let's go. Let's analyze this one. Then we'll analyze the other one. Okay, so we got the launch. And of course we got the nice outward view there. You can see it already going up.
Vehicles programmed.
This way you'll be able to see the altitudes a little easier, a little better. Let's get this shrunk down a bit. There we go, get into full view. Try not to change it. And already, this is just yesterday's launch. This is yesterday's Falcon 9. Okay, we're at 7.78. We're going up kilometers per hour. It is increasing. Our speed's increasing. We're at 1400, 1500. So Mach 2, well, Mach 1. We're at Mach 1. And what do we go up to? We'll be up to Mach 2 shortly. It's another thing that I'm noticing is that when these things break the sound barrier, you don't see that, do you? How come when these things are breaking the sound barrier, we don't see the barrier breaking? No, he's completely horizontal. Completely horizontal. Now watch this next camera view. Mach 3. And no sound barrier breaking. And see, we're going horizontally, and yet our altitude is rising.
Liquid oxygen now on top
It's
of the
exponential.
turbopump for the second
He's almost
stage
nose
engine,
down.
chilling it in as we prepare for stage separation and then ignition of the upper stage engine.
And also, now he's almost completely nose down. His acceleration, his altitude is going crazy. Now, look at this camera view. He's pointing completely horizontal. He's pointing horizontal. He's going this way. And they're showing a view like that of Earth. They're showing a downward view like that. How can that be? Ask yourself, how can that be? The camera angle is not changing as the rocket is changing. so he separates here. Now we're going to keep an eye on the... and it's still not changing. Camera view stays the same on the left.
T plus 3 minutes and 15 seconds into flight. A good stage separation.
So,
Ignition
okay,
of the
now
upper
he's
stage engine.
going...
Next
He's
event
going
coming
completely
up
horizontal.
in about
This is
15
the first
seconds,
stage that's
bearing
separated.
separation.
It's not got any spin. It's not showing how it's separated. So how is this possible? Ask yourself, how is, the other stage is not moving around. That should be spinning. Camera on the left should be spinning. Now, when the camera on the right,
T plus 3 minutes, 50
now you
seconds
see they'll
into
show
flight.
the Earth
We
here.
saw a good fairing separation. We heard confirmation over the countdown net. Second stage engine continues burning. This will go until about
Now they've switched the camera. Now look at the camera, what I just showed you with those mountains there. All they've done is reversed the view. They've just flipped it horizontally. There, they've done it again. They just flipped the view horizontally.
Two planned burns. As I said,
They
the
didn't
first one
switch camera
was close in a
sides
parking orbit, followed by a
because you can
second
see the
burn
way
about 27 minutes into flight,
the scene is.
would put Inmarsat
You can see the
into a
scene on the left.
geostationary
Now you're seeing a
transfer orbit,
perfectly
followed
flat
shortly afterwards
Earth
by
on the
spacecraft
camera on the right.
separation.
And then when they flip the side, they show an around
Performance
Earth.
continues to look nominal on the upper
I mean,
stage.
question these things.
Chamber
Why
pressures
don't we
look
question
good,
these
engine
things?
Looks good. Trajectory looks good.
Now they're going to do a complete horizontal flip. No, they did it again. See,
T plus
camera
5
side's the
minutes
same.
into the flight of Falcon 9 carrying Inmarsat 5 F4.
It's still showing
Performance continues to be
a
nominal.
perfect scene here.
We're
They've
heading
done a
currently
flip.
east out of complex 39A at Kennedy
And they're
Space
not
Center,
even flipped at the same
heading for
time.
the first parking orbit,
They're in different
to be
positions.
followed by a second burn
Absolutely different
at about
positions.
T plus
So you
27
can see where the
minutes into
sun ray there
transfer
has
orbit.
just been
We'll be
flipped.
covering
It
both
has not
burns
changed
and
camera
spacecraft
sides
separation during the webcast.
at all. So why are they flipping the scene? Yeah, I'd noticed that wide angle lens that they're using on there too. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So like I say, this was a Falcon X-9 rocket launched yesterday. And this time they're following the satellite up,
T plus 6 minutes.
but they're not following the one.
Performance continues to be
So we're
nominal.
going to switch over to
About
the other one.
2.5 minutes left in this
We'll
first
create
burn
another one.
of the
Let's
upper
add,
stage engine. As
let's
a
add in the
reminder,
other scene.
In webcasts in the past, we've also been watching first stage at this time, but in this case, without landing legs or grid fins, the first stage is not being
They're just
targeted
playing with us.
to
They're playing
return
with
to
our
land or the
heads
drone
here.
ship. So today, we're staying with the second stage all the way
Yeah,
to
I
orbit.
question it live on the channels too, but then you get such negative responses. I decided to download all these things and do analysis. Okay, we're gonna switch. We're gonna put in the other rocket launch. Let's put the other one in. Yeah. Let's go.
Verify go for
Next
launch.
one.
Go for launch.
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
Okay, let's watch the other rocket launch here. We'll shut the other one off.
MVAC engine continues working.
T-minus 30. Verify go for launch.
Shut this one
Go for
down.
launch.
Stage 2, pressing for flight.
Okay, so we've switched cameras. We've switched over to the, this one was 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ago. This is one that returns to the
T-minus
platform.
30.
Another Falcon 9, Elon Musk bullshit. Elon Musk bullshit us. I think I'll get Elon Musk on the show here.
Stage 1, pressing for flight.
And have him in one of my interview rooms. Okay. Now
T-minus 10,
this rocket
9,
launch is
8, 7, 6, 5,
there we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
So we have launch. Normal, typical launch. So we'll watch our kilometers on the right. Up we go. Watch when he gets a kilometer up. There, look at it. There we go. He's a kilometer up. Did you see that? He was a kilometer up. Did you just see that flash? I need to put a player in here so I can redo some of these. That's my limitation. Let's move myself up. There we go. Now look at the SpaceX, all clean and white on the bottom there. See that the launch is going beautiful. See the squareness of the rocket on there. Those are apparently the guide grids. Yeah. Okay, so now we're looking down from the camera, of course. Did you see the colors changed? Now, is that a little bit of weird effect going on there? I don't know. See, they'll change the colors here. They go from the grays and then they go into the blue. Is 19 kilometers. Then all of a sudden he starts going sideways.
And back engine shell has begun.
You'll see him go into the horizontal. Once
and
again.
Falcon 9 is delivering the National
There,
Reconnaissance
he's almost absolutely
Office's
horizontal
satellite
now,
to orbit
and
right now.
his altitude
We just
is
transitioned through
starting
max
to
Q.
exponentially go up. Look at this. Look how
And
fast
we've
he's
begun
going up a
chilling in the
kilometer at a
NVAC
time
engine
now.
on our second stage. Trajectory is looking good so far.
You know,
Coming up in about 20 seconds, we'll have main
he's
engine
going
cutoff.
completely horizontal,
MECO 1.
and then they'll show you the down
That's
view.
where all 9 Merlin engines of that first stage will shut down, and we'll see stage separation. Stage separation will be actuated by 4 pneumatic
There, he's
actuators
completely
on the first stage.
horizontal. He's going this way. My camera's out this way. Oh, and then they change to the gray view, and
we have
notice
main
his
engine
angle has
cutoff.
changed.
And stage separation has been confirmed.
Yes, Larry, different cameras, different
And you
lenses,
can see
different
the first stage
perspectives
there
all
flipping
together.
back.
Now look at what that
Use the nitrogen thrusters.
look what that first stage did.
And
Now it's completely did a horizontal flip,
the boost back burn
and look at that downward.
of that first
Watch.
stage.
He did a complete horizontal flip there. This thing is barely spinning around compared to what they show on the. Watch this.
This boost back burn will last about another 15 seconds.
Not just a different lens.
We use this to reorient the stage back to Cape Canaveral and fly it back from all the forward velocity it had over the Atlantic Ocean.
Now you think that that rocket is going to be sitting there on the camera on the right, sitting there that stable when this thing is coming back. Watch him do the little
We
kick
also
out.
had a successful fairing separation of the second
There,
stage.
they did a kick out.
As we mentioned previously, we will not be covering the remainder of the primary mission due to the
There
nature
it
of
goes.
the
Okay,
classified
now they're
payload on
deploying
board.
the guide
But we are
grids.
covering our first stage
Watch the
as
guide
it's
grids.
making a landing attempt back at landing zone 1. And that's
There
what
we
you're seeing
go.
on your screen right now.
There, they've deployed the grids.
Right side is an onboard camera
Flop them out.
looking down
But
from
you
our
watch the camera on
interstage.
the right, and then when
That
they do a
stage
close-up
itself
on the
is,
camera on the left.
12 feet in diameter, and over 100 feet tall, so you're looking down the length of that stage, and those grid fins also deployed. Those grid fins guiding us back
Yeah,
through Earth's
no action,
atmosphere.
no vibrations, nothing.
On the left
This
side of the
thing's just
screen, you're
amazing.
seeing our assets on ground tracking
Right.
that rocket.
As if
The
you want to
first stage is
believe,
making its way back.
if you want to believe this is the same image, same rockets, same imagery. Look at the Earth. Watch what they're seeing. You're looking down. Yeah, looking down, as the guy said. There we go. Hey, keep watching, because you'll see some close-ups on the camera on the left.
Now that boost back burn was a 3-engine burn. Coming up, we're going to have our entry burn, also a 3-engine burn.
Yeah, that looks like a pencil stick with a couple things on the end.
The entry burn will happen just after the 7-minute mark.
Now we're looking down at the Earth, and they're going to go land this thing back down. what is it, Cape Canaveral, I believe it is. I didn't pay attention to that. But you're looking down at the ocean. You know, the image, where'd they get this image from?
The first stage has passed its apogee.
Yeah, of course you're
it's over 130
down.
kilometers above the surface of the Earth.
There we go. No kick.
Those white
it did
puffs
nothing.
you're seeing are those
Watch the big
nitrogen
blasts on the
thrusters
camera on the
board,
left, and the little shots on
also
the
use
camera on
for
the right.
controlling
Little
the
tiny
vehicle on a guided
shots.
descent
Poof,
back to
poof,
landing zone
poof.
1.
And then you see the big blasts on the camera on the left. And there's our grids that I'm talking about. Look, do you see the shore down there? Do you see the shore? Do you see where it's going to land? I don't. Do you? I don't see where it's going to land. You know, this thing's barely spinning. Then you're going to see the flames.
Coming up in about a minute from now. You'll see 3 engines ignite at the base of the rocket. We use that to slow down all of the vertical velocity as the rocket is now falling back to the Earth's surface.
You'll see the flame difference between the camera on the right and the camera on the left. Yeah, do you see the shore? I still don't see the shore. Where is it going to land? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. There we go. Some little kicks. There we go. And when they go to slow down, watch the flame.
The first stage as it's falling back to Earth in a guided descent back to landing zone 1. We have an entry burn coming up.
Yeah, I can see where it's going to land. Can you see where it's going to land?
15 seconds.
I can't see where it's going to land. Can you?
Engine entry burn.
Yeah, I can't see where it's going to land. It's not going to land anywhere. They're going to show some close-ups on the one on the left here, and you're going to see that there's going to be no grids deployed, no guide grids deployed. I'm going to say it again. There comes the flame on the camera on the left, camera on the right. And there we go, a little bit delay. Huge flame on the camera on the left, and barely any on the right.
This is a 25-second burn.
Yeah, it's quite the delay. Yeah. There we go. We got entry burn. They're going to do a close-up on the left here in a minute.
Stage. In about 45 seconds, we'll have our landing burn begin. That landing burn will last for about 30 seconds.
You're going to see the sky change. Everything's going to change.
And we'll have touchdown of the vehicle. That landing burn is going to take us from going about 1,000 kilometers an hour right down to 0 on the surface of Earth.
I'm looking down that camera view, and
landing legs will deploy about 10 seconds before land
approaching
landing.
The clouds. They're going to have a burn. There's no grids deployed on the camera on the left. There are no grids deployed. Once again, no grids deployed. Do you see those grids? Camera on the left.
Stage 1 just passed
no
through
grids.
transonic regime.
And you're going to see the color of the rocket's going to be different.
Landing burn startup.
There we go. We're going with a little blast.
Ignition.
There's no grids on the left. No grids deployed. No grids deployed. I mean, how can this be? What is this bullshit? Now look at the gray sky, the clouds, everything looks heavily overcast. And they're going to land.
And we have touchdown.
Now look
First
at the
stage has landed back at landing zone 1. It's another good day for us at SpaceX. It's a beautiful sight to see. That is the 4th landing of a Falcon 9 at landing zone 1.
And people believe this bullshit. And not once did you see the land below that rocket.
And with that landing, that's going to conclude our coverage for today's webcast. It is a beautiful sight, certainly, to bring back another first stage. We will be putting that rocket...
Yeah, so let's go back into here. Yeah, and then they cheer. So that was my analysis and of that those two rocket launches. Larry, we have visual expertise here. We can just look. I mean, can't you look? Can you answer any of the questions that I presented to you, Larry? Really? Can you? I don't think you can. You can explain it by saying different angles, different cameras, things like that, but it doesn't fit. One camera cannot show. I won't ignore you, Larry. Don't worry. I'm asking you a fair question here. So can you tell me why on one camera it's showing that there are no grids deployed, and look, Larry, you taught astronomy, so because you taught astronomy, that makes you special. Let's see, I have 2 years university physics, math, and chemistry. Yet I question these things. I went through the same school system, mate. I went to British Columbia Technical Institute. You can check it out. I'm sitting here showing you. My name's Michael Charity. I don't care if you have my name. You can check it out. Search, mate. It's all right. See, right away, I believe you that you teach astronomy. And right away, when I say what I have, you say sure. So, how does that work, Larry? You know? See? I'm talking about indoctrination systems. You went through the same indoctrination system that everybody else went through, Larry. And if you want to believe what you've been taught and told by rote, you know, my observations are poor. What did you observe there? You observed all different things? My observations, I think, were quite correct, especially on that last one where you see the grids deployed and then they show you a camera shot where there are no grids deployed. Explain that, please. Please. I would appreciate it. Wouldn't you? It is indoctrination, Larry. Let's go into here. Here, let's go into, let's do a little bit of TV programming.
Hello, everybody. This is the BBC television
See,
station.
all you're doing right now, Larry, is you're just calling. You're saying hogwash, you're saying baloney, you're saying it's not true, but you're not offering anything to counter the fact that those grids were not deployed on the other camera. So how can you do that? That's what I'm getting confused. I don't understand how you can do that.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, which has been in progress since you first turned on your television.
I want the young motherfuckers in here tonight, no matter what your nationality.
There's nobody with a wrench in here right now, Larry. I don't think you've been timed out. I tend not to time people out. But what it is my stream is getting a little clogged up here, so we'll just restart the stream.